Thank you so much, Professor Adedini Sunday. That was a speech by Professor Sunday Adedini on behalf of the DBC Cipril. Permit me at this point to recognize the presence of one of us from the Directorate of Innovation and Digital Technology, Dr. Uguru Okore from Ikole. Please, a big round of applause for him. He's one of our pillars. We also have in our midst from the students, Ms. Modupe Mary Adetiba, who happens to be the SSA to Governor on Student Affairs. Please stand up for recognition. Permit me also to recognize Comrade Adegoke Oindamola Olainka from the National Association of Nigerian Students. Please stand up for recognition. You are also welcome. Okay, thank you very much. Now, going back to the important lecture, you can see even me, I quickly rushed down to my seat to attend to the lecture. And I think, Prof, I would like to beg you to start all over because we have some students that just came in now, and I think I was lost somehow. So
okay, no problem. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have been asked to start all over again. I will try my best to ensure I did not miss anything. So please okay, the slide is on. Now my presentation is, from vision to impact, mapping the innovation journey. And the reason why we have chose this topic is because at Federal University Oye-Ekiti, we always talk about innovation. But have you ever invited people from the industry to come and train us on how to go about innovation? And I've tried it once to call them to come, but the amount they were giving us, we had to back out. It's a lecture that when you call them to come, they will talk in millions. They don't talk in thousands. But I felt I should be, being the director of innovation of this institution, let me take this course. And I'm very sure some of you that are here, I'm very sure you will not forget that you are part of this, this discussion and this innovation bootcamp. Again, my first slide, innovation. I said innovation is the process of identifying the problems, and not only problems, but the problems that matters. Now, and then after identifying this problem, you now move through them systematically to deliver an elegant solutions. So in the community, or let's say in Federal University or Oye-Ekiti, you look at the problem that we are facing, you now do what? You move through those problems and then you deliver a solution. You can also consider Ekiti State problems. Then you see, you move through them and deliver elegant solutions. And then you can consider Nigeria and even global issues as well. So innovation is actually the process of creating a viable new offering. So when you said you innovate, you must have something to offer, and that thing must be new. If it's not new, then it is not what? It is not innovation. And I must tell you something. I didn't say it must be new, maybe new product, or I said new offering. That is, you must have something to offer. And I have tried to differentiate between invention and innovation. I said invention is when you invent something that is new. But innovation, this is already in existence, but you want to see how you can improve on it or how you can bring a new offering in what has already existed. And I've used this microphone as an example. I said this microphone, you see, by holding it, it's like I'm disturbing myself. Do you get that? But now you can have button mic. That is innovation. Somebody just thought of it. I said, why is it that when I'm talking, I have to be holding something? Then you can have a button that you can speak. You don't even need to care about whether it's there or not. And you will definitely be audible. That is innovation, and that is a new offer. It's not that people don't have mic initially, but now, that's innovation. They have added something new to already existing product. And I also consider the sixth element of innovation. The sixth element of innovation, please, I want you to listen, please, and I don't want murmuring. I want you to listen to me, please. we have 6 elements of innovation. I said they are ideas. Number 2, intelligence. Number 3, solutions. Number 4, inspirations. Number 5, creativity. And number 6 is what? Vision. Number 1 idea, I said, idea is the foundation of innovation. If you don't have an idea, then you can't what? Innovate. And your idea must be, number 1, must be fresh and must be original concept. Are you getting that? So when it's not original, when it's not fresh, then it's not an innovation. And then after you have this idea, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, then you must be able to have the intelligence which is the ability to analyze, to adapt, and to strategically apply knowledge. And strategically apply knowledge to refine the idea. So if you have idea and you don't have the intelligence, then your idea is a waste. Then I've moved further to innovation. I move further to solutions. Solution is turning ideas into what? Practical, value-driven outcomes that solve real-world problems. So when you have the ideas, you have the intelligence, then you should be able to solve such problems. And then you must have inspiration. Inspiration is a spark from within or the environment that fuels the desire to create and innovate. So it's possible for you to have the idea, the intelligence, the solution, but you may not have what will spark you, what will fuel your desire to create or provide solution to a problem. Another point, one of the 6 elements of innovation is creativity. You must be creative. And creativity is the imaginative force that transforms original thought into what? Groundbreaking concepts. And then I move on to vision. I say you must have vision. Vision is a forward-thinking mindset that sees beyond the present to guide innovation into the future. And I make mention of when we use when people use landline, even before the invention of phones, people don't believe you can be in Ekiti and you'll be speaking to somebody in Lagos. That time you have to write letter that you have to wait for maybe 2 months to go to Lagos and the reply to come for another 2 months. So when they said there will be something that you can use to call, people say is that this person is crazy. So that is vision. And I also mentioned that even when Elon Musk was saying that he wants to transport people to the moon, people don't even believe it can ever be possible until he told them, and so they even say, why are you doing this? It's because it's useless. He told them, so when there is war in the world, then those people that have money, they will be able to transport themselves into the, and that is why they know, okay, now you are talking. So when you are developing, when we start our practicals on innovation, you should be able to develop a value-added proposition to convince either your buyer or the government or the community to buy into your idea. Now, there is to the next slide, thinking in innovation chain. Please, I want you to let us see that gorilla very well. I will call on 3 people. Please help us shift the projector to the other side. There is a gorilla there. I want everybody to see that gorilla. Just a little shift. Please tell me when you can see that gorilla. You have seen the gorilla. Please, I want 3 people to raise up their hand. Can you tell me what has caught the gorilla's attention? I need another mic so that we can tell them. Who can tell me what has caught? Look at the gorilla very well. It's looking somehow. Can you tell us? What is it that he's looking at or what's happening there? Look at the gorilla. The question is, what has caught the gorilla's attention?
Okay, thank you very much, sir. From my own perspective, I think the gorilla saw an aeroplane flying on the.
Okay. Any other response? I just need 3. I need 3. Yeah, you said something. Another people can say other things. I just need 3 because it's a workshop. We will all contribute.
All right. So I guess the gorilla saw something strange.
Okay. Any other? No, from this side. It has to be from one table to the other, please. One more from there, from this side.
I think the gorilla saw something it can eat, but it doesn't have there's something like coconuts that its hand can't reach.
Yeah, that is all. I think I've gotten the answers I want. Now you see, the reason why I put up that image is to teach you, thinking in innovation chain. The way one person will think, somebody said he's seeing an aeroplane. Somebody said possibly he wants to eat, is it mango or what did he say? Maybe a banana. So the way we think, they are actually what? Different. Do you get it now? And that is why I will say before I continue that whenever you want to, in an innovation chain, all of you have to work in groups. But do you know the answer to this question? Let me tell you the answer to this question. See, in innovation, you work with data. Do you get that? Did you see any aeroplane there? Did you see any banana? Then there is nothing, you can't really tell what the gorilla is looking at until you see that aeroplane. Did you get that? So you work with data. So it could be anything. So that's actually the answer. So you don't know, and then you don't know. More, you mustn't know what you don't. Do you get it? Yeah. Now that is what is now brings us to what we call critical thinking, the creative problem thinking. That's number 2. We have innovative thinking, and then we have the strategic thinking. Now, critical thinking means you must question everything, especially assumption. When you see assumption, you question it. When you don't question it, you can't even innovate. Are you getting that? Now, this is actually the foundation of innovation, and that is critical thinking. So, critical thinking involves the ability to objectively analyze and evaluate information or situation to form sound judgment. So you have to analyze, evaluate the information that you have before you can make sound judgment. By just looking at that gorilla, you don't even know what is actually, because you don't have the information. Now the next slide is on creative problem thinking. So once you have defined any problem, maybe societal problem or individual problem or global problem, you need creative thinking to take over, to generate, multiple, often unconditional solutions. So it is when you see a problem and then you are thinking, okay, can this be the solution? Can this also be the solution? Because today we are going to look at different problems. You will look at a challenge of possibly a society, and then look at the various problems that surround such challenge, and then we will determine solutions to such problem. So creative problem thinking, encourage curiosity. It what encourages brainstorming. People will sit close together. You will what? You will brainstorm. And divergent thinking to overcome obstacles with originality. We also have innovative thinking. So this thinking transforms creative ideas into viable, scalable, and meaningful innovation. We have innovation that may not be viable or scalable. Viable means, does it even possible? Is it possible? Let's just say, okay, you want a Corolla 2010 to fly. Is that possible? Is it possible? So it may not actually be viable. So you need an innovative thinking to know what you really want to achieve. We also have strategic thinking. Innovation without direction is invention without impact. So you must have a strategy, a strategy to bring your solution into fulfillment. I would say strategic thinking ensures innovation aligns with long-term goals and vision. It involves systems thinking, prioritization, and foresight to scale innovation and deliver sustainable impact. Let's go to the next slide now. And there's something, you need to develop principles of innovative thinking. And I think this year when I was in South Africa, I take them through the why question. When you want to face any challenge or any problem, you want to find solutions to it in innovation, the first thing you need to ask is question why. And let me explain the way I taught them in South Africa. I said, let's assume you wake up in the morning and you start your car and it wouldn't stop. Then you ask yourself, why did the car not start working? I mean, you want to start your car, but it doesn't start. You ask yourself why. The first question, why is it that it's not starting? That is the first question. Then you can tell me the solution. What is the first thing you will check? Those people that are driving here. What will you check? But yes, you say, okay, maybe the battery. But you know that you may go and buy a new battery, you put the battery, it will still not work. Then you still ask, okay, why is it that I put the battery and it doesn't work? Then you say, okay, who can tell me the next thing to suspect? It's the fuel. What of the alternator? What of the alternator? Yes, you can check the fuel. That is creative thinking. Then you can say, okay, you check the fuel, then there is fuel there. You say, okay, possibly is the what? Is the alternator. But what if the alternator is also working fine? Do you get that? So you start asking question until you know the root of the problem. Because if you don't know the root of the problem, you will just say you innovate, but you do nothing. You might say, okay, some people, they are drinking one type of, because it happened, maybe I read where some people are drinking stream water and they discover that they are poisoned and they all died, and they start investigating what will likely cause the problem. So until you know what is killing them, until you know from which source, that's when you can what? Provide solution. So you must know the root cause of problem. So see problem as a challenge as well. Don't run away from problems. Convert challenges to what? Opportunity. Because I'm telling you, challenge is money. Once you convert it to opportunity and you are able to solve such problem, then you'll be able to go into enterprise. Fail with pride if you fail. Do you get that? Don't say because you fail, definitely, then I have nothing, I have lost all. No, you should fail with pride. Be open to new ideas. Today we'll be creating different groups, and I'm going to be training you on how to identify problems and solutions. You should actually be open to new ideas. Let me tell you something. We were told during presentation, this syrup for kids. The syrup for kids. In most cases, when you give the kids syrup, they already learn how to open it by themselves, and they can waste it. But one day, they put all people that are, maybe they have challenges with people that are not actually normal. Then they gave them bottle, they said they should open it. Then instead of them to open it, they saw somebody out of all of them, trying to push it back before opening. Then I said, wow. And that is what brings about the invention of all this syrup that they make now, that you have to press down before you can open it. Do you get it now? So imagine if they have changed that you have nothing to offer, and change the boy, will they be able to invest such? So nobody is an island of, I don't know what they call it, but just make sure that whatever opinion people is bringing it, you have to do what? Accept and analyze and criticize. So be willing to take some risk as well. Some people don't want to take risks. But in innovation, you should be ready to take risks. Then this will now take us to, in innovation, number one is you first of all ideate. That is ideation, which you then follow creativity, then followed by innovation, and then enterprise. And enterprise is very, very important. What I mean by enterprise is that, the reason why you innovate, people will think, you can innovate and be in money. You see these people that are into OPE now, they just find the problem of banks. I think you are taught on Monday as well, those of you that are here, they discover that when you send money will not go. You will go to a bank, waste your time. That's when the idea of OPE come. And now almost every household are on what? OPE now. Even if it's 5,000 or 10,000 that is there, when you multiply that of the whole Nigeria, it's even more than the one in the bank. And all these guys, they are just small guys. Did you get that? So you look at, and they are making money now. So whatever idea you have to turn into money. And that is why we want to train our students. It is not until you graduate from this school and be looking for a job, you can be an employer of what? Of labor. Through these apps, you are not the other things, please. So you can be an employer. So ideation. So ideas are based on knowledge, which is what I read. So it is the starting point of innovation. You have to ideate. So it involves generating ideas rooted in observation, research, and domain what? Expertise. Now, creativity, it refers to interlocking ideas. All of you bring your own ideas. You bring yours, I bring mine. Then what? You connect them together in order to find new ways of doing what? Things. Did you get that? Please, I want to ask you, how many of you are excited about this lecture? Let me just see your answer up so that I know you are gaining. Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I told you, I said, this lecture, you cannot obtain it in the university. It's an industrial course, which I tried and ensure that at least we train our students so that even when they are not here, they will be able to be an employer of labor. They will be able to know that we have imparted something, and so which is very nice. Another thing is innovation. Innovation is where creativity means practicality. It's about developing solutions, processes, or products that are novel and what? And valuable. So whatever you want to develop, it has to be novel. It has to be novel, and it has to be what? Valuable. It can be valuable to individual, valuable to industry, to the government, and so on. And then enterprise, it means after you have your project, your product, your product goes to the what? To the market. So whatever you are going to be doing today, I want you to see that such product will enter into the market. So the final stage where innovation becomes a viable product or service is actually enterprise. So it involves business modeling, scaling, marketing, and delivering reward value. So I'm now in this diagram that have been displayed to you. You know, this diagram, this slide is about, you must cultivate the seed of ideation. So time must be spent to plant, to cultivate the seed of ideation. And how will you do that? If you look at the woman at the first end, that is the problem. You can see the problem. This is the problem in my society. This is the problem in Nigeria. Globally, this is the problem. But the next right up, you see there, it writes, convert into innovation challenge. And that is what we are doing now. There are different problems everywhere in Nigeria. There are different problems in Oye. Now, we want to convert, we want to ensure that, we convert it into what? Innovation challenge, so that we can have what? Can have solution. And then the next on that list is, you challenge colleagues to suggest creative solutions. So today you are going to challenge yourself. This is the problem we have at Oye. Now, what is the solution? And then collaborative idea generation. You bring idea, I bring yours. And that is why I don't know why their staff not here. I posted on our platform, I said, I want staff to be here so that the staff can lead the teams in order to ensure that our problems, are solved even at Oye, in Ekiti and Nigeria. But the few of us that are here, I'm still going to ensure that, we form some of this group. Now you combine and evaluate the ideas from different angles, and then you implement the most promising ideas. After all of you, okay, you bring this is a problem, you bring your solution, then you analyze and say, okay, which one should we do? And then you go ahead with such a solution, and then that is when, you can now have profit, and you can take, there are still a lot of things that are involved, but I don't want to go there now, because what we want to do, because all of you don't know that we have FUOYE Innovation Hub now. There we want to synthesize idea. We want to ensure that products from FUOYE, we can enter the market. So we want you to be there. So every week or every month, we'll be having workshops in order to train us about patenting, commercialization, and so on. So this is actually, but this lecture must come first. Now, innovation starts with vision. That is the next slide. Innovation starts with vision. And I've said this severally. If you don't have vision, you cannot innovate. So innovation begins not with answers, but with the courage to ask the right questions. Ask questions. I just remember just now, when I was very young, the people around me, they told me I'm very good, but I don't know. But I asked them, why did you think I am good? They said, because I ask questions. So if you see children asking questions, they are intelligent. That's why you see children, when you visited their home, they will sit beside the guests and say, did you know what we eat yesterday? Did you know the clothes that my mommy wear to church on Sunday? That's our question. Those are our questions. It shows they are intelligent. That is the way I was when I was back. So you ask questions. So vision is the starting point of innovation, which I have said. It provides direction. It provides motivation and meaning to the innovation process. So without vision, creativity lacks purpose, and innovation lacks what? Impact. So now there is what we call the vision brief. And the component of the brief is as follows. We have the project description. You must be able, what is the challenge you want to address? So in FUOYE, you look at it, what challenge did I want to address? at Ekiti State? Is there any problem I need to address? So, and then number 2 is that, what are your goals and what boundary will you work within? You get that? That is the second vision brief. And then exploration question is next. What do you still need to understand? Because you need to understand, you need to keep asking yourself questions until you know the right problem. Let me tell you an example, because now I want to be fast when we come to the practical aspect. When we went to the innovator where I was actually trained, we discovered that at Oye, please listen to me attentively, we discovered at Nigeria, when in the 80s or 90s, there used to be tap water. How many of you are aware? There used to be tap water in our homes. That time, there is no borehole at that time. Maybe you are all Gen Z, you don't know. That time, we have boreholes in our homes. But suddenly, the borehole faded away. Then we begin to ask ourselves, why is it that we don't have tap water again? And then, the first thing we did was to call them. We say, what is the problem? Some of them told us, and that's what we do today. There are challenges that you will find by yourself that you will need to call somebody. I don't know who you will call. But that day, we did, because we were there for like 1 week, we contacted the water corporation. Some of them will say that if there is water and there is something to treat it, but there is no storage tank, or the storage tank is not washed, or the storage tank is dirty. Because some people, they say, no, it's not storage tank, or even we have storage tank. The problem is that there are leaks when they are constructing roads. There are leaks along the pipeline, and that's the reason why you don't get to see water in the household again. Then we talked of it. Okay, what can we do? All of us, we look at what can we do in order to fix all those things. We discovered that we later developed a prototype that we believe that when there is a leak and you can get a signal either in your home or where the water is coming from, then the problem is solved. And that is what is bringing us to what the product we call AquaSense at that time. So these are some of the things you also do here today. So you know what you need to understand. Why does the problem persist? Who is the most affected? And then the expected outcomes is another vision brief. What are the measurable results you want to achieve? I hope I'm not fast. I know my students used to complain, and I tell you, I am very sharp. That's why I must be fast. But I will try as much as possible to slow down. Now, the slide here says identify target users. It's very, very important for you to identify your target users. What you are developing, is it an individual you are designing it for? Is it the community? Is it Ekiti State government? Is it this institution you must be able to identify your what? Your target users. Is very, very compulsory. So you must identify pain points, the experience. You must identify users' needs, preference, and behavior. That is why in everything you are developing, you must carry the users. You must carry them along. Then that's why I would say your innovation must be user-centric. Do you get it? It must what? User-centric. You must make sure you carry them along. Because if you are doing, the problem that most of us has is that whatever we design, we are doing it on our own. We believe we know everything. We are the alpha and omega. But by the time it gets to those people that will use it, the product then fails. It what? It fails. So you must you must know your target users. And then if you go to the next slide, no, I'm not there yet. Okay, I've passed that place where we have research plan and success metrics. Are you there? Now you must know the purpose of your research. What I have said the other time is that you must gather data. When you are seeing when you saw what's it called? The other time, gorilla, you said he's looking at other things. Did you gather data? Which data says he's looking at aeroplane? No data. And I'm not trying to say those people that said it are wrong. They are not wrong. That's how everybody will reason. Even me, when we were asked that same question in a training, what did I say? I even said that he's looking at a fire. How he's looking like a bush that is burning. Look at it. That's the way we will reason. But you need data to be able, validate your assumption, uncover insight for you to be able to see what the problem lies. And then you need to create a project timeline with clear deliverables as well. And then we have the success metrics. How will you know your solution is effective? Your users, when you carry them along, you must know that they are satisfied. You must be sure they are satisfied. The usage rate can also be used to know whether there is success rate. And then you must have, the measurable change as well. Now, let's not go to interdisciplinary approach to innovation. I think, please, we can go to that slide because I don't want them to miss anything. In anything we are doing here today, you must work in group. If you are from science, the way you see things is different from somebody that is from arts, faculty of art. The way you see things will be different from somebody that is in maybe in management sciences. So when people come with different ideas, then you'll be able to be successful with whatever you want to innovate. Now, and then we will be forming group of 5. It may not be up to 5, but you have the number on each on each table will determine the number of members of a group. In that group, you must have what I will call the CEO. I want you to write it down. On your table, you must have the CEO. The CEO is the Chief Executive Officer. It's also referred to as the team leader. The person will be the leader. But let me tell you something. The leader don't have to be very old. Some people think people must be people that are old that will be the team leader. No. People with intelligence, people that can offer useful information of, they can bring in new, the team leader or somebody that have the vision can be the CEO. This person is going to oversee the progress and motivate the group. And please, on Monday when we are here, we created a group. If you are not on that group, we will still be added today. From there, we'll be able to monitor whatever product you want to produce, and then we'll be able to take it forward. In that group, you must also have the DCEO. The deputy CEO must also be part of the group, and that's the function of the deputy CEO is to support the CEO, that is the deputy CEO, to assist with planning, communication, and what? Coordination. Under your table, you will have the CTO, the Chief Technical Officer. This person handles the technical aspects and product development. So when you are developing your product, the CTO knows it must be somebody, a specialist in that field. Do you get it? Do you know that it's possible for the CEO to just be ahead? And it is the CTO that will have a knowledge of what is going on. Did you get that? So the CEO is very important as well as the what? CTO. Because it's the CTO that will understand the tools, the platforms, and the languages that is needed. Are you getting me? So even if you have another project outside of this training, do you get it that? If you have any project, you must form a group, a team comprised of all these team and roles. You must have the CSO, that is the Chief Scientific Officer. That is the person that leads the research, collect data, and analysis. Also ensures findings are what? Reliable and what? Actionable. Now, we also have the CRO, that is the Chief Relationship Officer. We have the CRO, this is the Chief Relationship Officer. So this is the person that manages communication with stakeholders. It's the one that bridges the gap between you and the stakeholders. And then, you build, is the one that builds partnership and then what? Promote what? Visibility. And then, there's something I want us to do. There are so many problems in the society. But one thing you should know, whatever problem you are solving, it must align with the 17 SDGs. If it doesn't align with the 17 SDGs, then you may not have funding for your research. You may not have funding to take your product further. So you must stick yourself to the sustainable development goals. And their targets in order to know what is it that you want to do. And then I have the targets here with me. So I want one of our iLab members, to give one to all the rows we have here on the table, just one, please. I want you to begin to study it, and then I'm going to explain. Please, let's wait, and then we can take that further, please. I'm waiting, please. SDG number 1 is what is known as no poverty. What did I call that? No poverty. SDG number 2 is zero what? Hunger. That is SDG number 2. SDG number 3 is what? Good health and what? Well-being. SDG number 4 quality education. That is SDG number what? Number 4, quality education. Number 5, gender equality. Number 5, gender equality. Number 6, clean water and sanitation. Number 7, affordable and clean energy. Number 8, decent work and economic what? Growth. Number 9, industry, innovation and what? Infrastructure. That is SDG number 9. Number 10, reduce what? Inequalities. Number 11, sustainable cities and what? Communities. Number 12, responsible consumption and what? Production. Number 13, climate what? Action. Number 14, life below water. Number 15, life on land. Number 16, peace, justice, and strong what? Institutions. And number 17 is the partnership for the what? For the goals. And then if you look at the slide very well that you have there, let's just take 3 for example. You know, if you look at SDG number 3, which is good health and well-being, one of the targets, which is 3.3. How many of you are in a good, you have SDG 3 with you? SDG number 3, raise up your hand, let me see. If what you have with you is SDG number 3, raise up your hand. Okay, if you look at target 3.3, they are talking about ending epidemics. 3.3, look at it, they are talking there about what? Ending what? Epidemics. Now look at SDG number 4. How many of you have SDG number 4 with you? SDG number 4. How can you, okay, you have it there, SDG number 4. What you have there is a quality what? Education. And one of the targets, which is 4.5, is to eliminate gender what? Disparities in education. Then how will you go about that one? Who can tell me how we go about it? Possibly we can say, okay, oh, maybe let's fund the education of a female child. Did you get that? Those are some of the clues. And then we have SDG number what? 13. How many of you are with SDG number 13 here? SDG number 13, I can see 1 and 2. Okay. Is what? Climate what? Action. One of the targets, which is 13.3, is improve education and what? Awareness. So you look at, please, I want you to study those targets and begin to think among yourself, what is it that we want to solve? And how do you want to solve it? Do you get that? Or what is the challenge we have in that target? What are the challenges that FUOYE is facing? The challenge that Ekiti State is facing as relates to the SDGs that you have with you. Next slide, please. And that is what is going to bring us to the root cause analysis. Now, please, I will call on 5 SDGs. Please, for 2 minutes, quickly discuss among you. Let's see whether there is a challenge that you are able to see, you are able to come across with the target you have. And then you have to tell me, you have to stand up and tell me what it is, please. If you are ready, just stand up and they will give you a mic and you will tell me, please. Please, I want you to do that. We have started workshop. Workshop has started. Please talk among yourself. Look at the target. Look at the first target, the second target, third target. Link it with a problem in FUOYE. If you don't see any problem, link it with a problem in Ekiti State. If it's not there, link it with a problem in Nigeria or in the entire world. And if you are done, you already identify a challenge or a problem. I want you to raise up your hand and you can tell me the problem. Please, our lecturers that are here, they can be part of the team so that you can guide them. Yes, you are. Are you in? Have you worked together? You are sure of that problem? You have to discuss. All of you have to agree because you are taking it further. Discuss it with them. All of you have to. So you bring your problem, you discuss your problem, and then you can. Okay, this is the problem that we are facing in FUOYE. It relates to this target. If you are done, please. You have 2 minutes. You can raise up your hand. And you can talk about it. All of you must be in agreement, though. If there is a problem, a challenge. Okay. And tell us the SDG, the target, and the challenge you want to talk about.
Okay, the SDG I have in my front here is SDG 7, affordable and clean energy.
Listen attentively, okay?
Now, SDG 7 is talking about affordable and clean energy. And that is one of the major problems we students in Oye are facing, because currently, most of us here now, we're actually facing the issue of light, whereby our phone is not charged, and we're not able to charge our phone for lectures. For example, maybe we're having online class. Due to the lack of energy supply, most of us are not able to charge. So, and
Which targets? Which of the targets goes with it?
Sir. So, target 7 now, and expand infrastructure and upgrade technology for supplying modern and sustainable energy service for all in developing country, in particular least developed country. Like, for example, now, according to this target, there is an organization known as Baobab Plus, I mean. So they are actually working towards supplying sustainable energy, whereby they provide solar energy at an affordable rate.
Yeah, that is very nice. So that is your project now. Just so that, okay, any other group? Any other group? I just want 3 groups. Please, if you don't have problem, you may be left behind. You must identify problem by fire, by force here, please. You must identify problem, because that's what you are. It's a boot camp, an innovation boot camp. Okay, we are coming. Okay, oh yeah, please. Please, I just want it to be brief. See? This
SDG number 16.
SDG 16,
Yes.
target, and then you tell us briefly what, okay?
Significantly reduce all forms of violence and related death rates everywhere. Okay, just talking majorly about Federal University Oye-Ekiti.
Okay.
There are cases whereby students are even rushed to the school clinic,
Yeah.
and the needed treatment that is supposed to be given to such students are not available. And such students have even rushed out from the school clinic,
Yeah.
looking for another medical center in order to treat such students. Which later,
What target?
target one.
Read the targets.
That significantly reduce all forms of violence and related death rates everywhere.
Fetch. Another people, please. This is okay. This, please. After that, then him, and then we can continue.
All right. Concerning this one is SDG number 3.
SDG what?
Number 3.
Okay.
Okay, in target 3C, we have substantially increased health financing and the recruitment, development, training, and retention in health workforce. For example, in Federal University Oye-Ekiti, we have a lot to talk about our medical center, whereby in a case whereby some students are having probably accidents or probably an illness, there is a way that the workforce actually approach the students. Like it's not really okay. So their need for development and training in the workforce.
It's okay. Please, because of our time, let me proceed. I hope if you know you have a challenge, raise up your hand. Let me know you have a challenge based on your SDG. Raise up your hand if you have a challenge. I want to know. Because it depends on how creative you are. If you have a challenge, raise up your hand. Okay, now you have a challenge. The next step now is that you must jot down, all of you, maybe on the group, you must jot down 10 problems associated with that challenge. Now, let me give you an example. Somebody said, let me just say in clinics, when you get there are issues. The problem can be drugs are not getting there. Doctors are not on seat. That is another problem. There is no lights. There is this, there is no that. So I want you to write 10 problems associated with that challenge. Actually, it's supposed to be 1,000, but I limited it to what? 10 so that you can have 50 problems associated with what? With a challenge. So I'm waiting. If you are done, let me just call on me. See, you have to be sharp. You have to be creative in your thinking. So identify 10 problems each, and when you are done, we will give you mic. Unfortunately, my I club members are not here. I'm not seeing them. I don't know why. We have innovation club, and I don't know what they are doing. All right, just a few of them here. So if you want to join the innovation club, we see. I explain to you how you can join us. Please, I'm waiting. 10 problems associated with your challenge. All of you work together. 10. That means I'm expecting 50 problems from you. 50 problems from you all. Please, I am waiting for you. You see, these are some of the things we need to do at Oye. We want people that can think creatively. Yeah, everything is not about going to classes alone. You should be able to think. You should be able to be smart, to be able to identify problems and be able to provide solutions to problems. So if you are done, please raise up your hand. 10 problems associated with the challenge you are having. My God. We are waiting, please. So we are not able to find problem. I'm still waiting. Raise up your hand if you are able to find 50 problems associated with your challenge based on your SDGs. Unfortunately, you don't want us to proceed. 10 each. How many of you have 20? How many of you have 20 problems? How many of you have 10 problems? 10 problems. My God. I'm supposed to search for 1,000 problems. You are supposed to actually get 1,000 problems associated with your challenge. Please, let me give Dr. Adaramoye. Hello? Imam, let me give Dr. Adaramoye their targets, their challenge, and then the problem they are associated with it. Quickly, please.
Yes.
I'm looking for lecturers here.
My
Listen,
team member.
You are next, though. You are next. You will see.
Good afternoon, everyone. My team member were able to identify goal SDGs goal 1, which deals with end poverty in enough forms for everyone. So the problem they identify that relates with that goal is unemployment. And then they were able to identify, I think, 9 problems that is related to that unemployment. 9. Remaining 1. Think about the last one. School dropout, the rate at which people drop out of school.
Yeah.
Unemployment. Then what's this? Unmarketable. It's not actually that the job, like the course you read, is not marketable. It is the people that are not innovative enough, to present it in a way that people will subscribe to. We have lack of skills, laziness and procrastination. Of course, everybody wants to make money, but they keep lazing around. We have internet addiction. Of course, you agree with me that, especially for Gen Z, they spend more time and energy online, and that's steal away their time, which is the problem. We have a quick money making syndrome. Everybody wants to carry car and, Yahoo Plus and all of that. People want to make money. So they are not really, there's this value that we have. There's dignity in labor. That thing is gradually, going out. Nobody wants to work again. Everybody wants to make cool money. And then we have, what's this? Low cognitive pattern. Like, of course, you want money. You are making your cool money without working. Your brain will not, the way we even use all this online, ChatGPT, everything, we are not making use of our brain. Ask anybody 7 times 10. The next thing they'll press for calculator. And the more you utilize your cognition, the more it's working, the more it's faster. And the last one, unfavorable economy.
Thank you. Glad for her, this lecturer. Okay, I want to hear something from here.
All right, concerning
Please listen.
X sector in Oye-Ekiti. All right,
in Oye-Ekiti.
Okay, we were able to, me and my team members were able to identify 7 challenges we are facing there, or they are facing there rather. Number 1, we have the manner of approach, that is discipline. Yeah. They are not disciplined enough. Number 2, we have we have given wrong drugs for wrong ailments. We have cases whereby you just come and complain, probably you're having malaria, and next thing they will give you is probably paracetamol. What can you do? Number 3, we have lack of necessary equipment for treatment. Number 4, we have lack of conducive environment. Like people are too crowded there and all of that. Number 5, we have limited workforce. Like the workforce are not really much to attend to patients. Then number 6, we have slow response to emergency situations. And number 7, we have recruitment of non-professionals.
Yeah, please. How many of you on this row have 50 problems associated with your challenge? How many people have 50 problems associated with your challenge? I want to know. What of 30 or 20? See, don't give anybody again. See, this is when you know those that are smart. You should be able to be smart enough to get 50 problems. If you don't get it, it means you are not the way you think maybe you are thinking of food, or I don't know, or maybe you think of phones, or you think, you need to exercise your brain, and that's the essence of what? Bootcamp. Now, you all have problems to your challenges. No, your challenge now. You know what you need to do is that you can't solve all those problems. You need to sieve it. That is why among you, I want you to think, because let me tell you before we go, you need to have 1,000. From 1,000, you reduce to 500. From 500 to 200. And like that, until you have one what? Problem associated with your what? Challenge. So from the ones the 10 or 20 you have, I want you to discuss among you which one is more prominent. I want you to arrive at that. And when you agree on that one, I want you to frame a topic on that. You form a topic, and let me see your topic. I'm going to call 3 to 4 groups to tell us their topics. Okay, that's the next thing. Please, I want you to see your problems and have one problem, the prioritized one. I'm waiting. If you are able to identify one, please raise up your hand, and then we can continue from there. We are about to be done. So you have not sieved your problems. You have to sieve them and arrive at one important problem. The most important. The one you consider is the most impactful.
Okay, we have someone here.
Okay.
All right. So according to me and my group,
okay,
the most prominent in all the problem is lack of funds to purchase balanced diets. Actually, because if you have enough funds, then definitely you can actually purchase the necessary things you need in your body.
Yeah.
So not focusing on carbohydrates. People are not eating carbohydrates because they want to eat carbohydrates alone, but because they don't have the funds to purchase other things they need.
That one. And did you what?
Two.
Okay, any other person, please? Okay.
According to me and my group, we want to talk about malaria.
Malaria. Okay.
End of the epidemics of.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
According to what we have here, malaria is a very serious and life-threatening disease that is common among us in Nigeria. And it's caused due to parasites and others.
I'm listening. Just continue.
Okay.
Listen to them. Okay, please continue.
Transmitted due to
What
parasites.
is your problem? What is the main problem now?
The main problem is the malaria is a life-threatening disease among us in Nigeria, and it is very, very common. And it will be okay if you have people that can treat it.
What's the problem? The problem is what? Is disease, Abi?
Yes.
Or illness?
Yes,
okay.
an illness.
Okay, that's the main problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the target? Let me read the target. Read the target again.
Good health and well-being.
Okay, malaria is what we are choosing as the most deadly. Oh, I can use it now. Another person. That's the last, please, so we can continue. Okay.
Okay, so from SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, target 6.3, improve water quality by reducing population. So currently here in Oye, we all have that issue of our water being contaminated over time, and special season, we experience mild droughts where water dries off. And one of the things that I've noticed in Oye currently is that we have a poor waste management cycle. Even before they are being taken for disposal, we manage them poorly, which can affect water, because even waste can zip down into the ground, going straight up to the groundwater that infiltrates our wells, our boreholes and holes. So not even the already assumed safest source of water is safe anymore for us here in Oye-Ekiti, and I hope that this can be looked into.
Thank you. Please, I want you to dance to this music. I want you to all stand and dance to this music before we can continue. Please, I want you to...
let's do it this way.
No. Okay. Please play the music.
Okay.
Please stand up and let dance.
Approve of us, put you for notes. Body make a caress.
It's like you're tired.
Picky body not the flesh.
No, to dance. Stand up and dance now.
If I see you now, baby, I go press that. Oh, single.
You cannot dance.
If I see you, my baby, I go press that now. Oh, single. I see you, my baby.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you have one what? Problem. How many of you have drafted your topic now? I expect one of you to have drafted. Have you drafted your topic? Please draft a topic based on your problem, please. Are you ready? Draft a topic on that problem. Okay, you are ready. Okay, let them draft the topic. A topic. Just a topic on what you want to do. You get that? It may be product, it may be services. Please listen. Whatever topic you are giving me, there must be a product, and there must be, it may not be what is feasible, or it may be a service. Okay?
So I thought it's a topic on like the challenges.
No. Draft a topic based on the challenge. Based the number one problem that you have chosen. What topic can you? For example, now somebody talk about malaria. Maybe the topic is the production of an anti-malaria drug to combat this, and that. Do you get this? Then your own work is now to see a solution to that. Are you getting that? So, have you drafted a topic? Okay, please go and meet them. Let's see their topic or what they want to do. We have 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left in this training.
Equipping both staffs and students for mental and health issues.
Say what again?
Equipping both staffs and students for mental and health issues.
Okay. Any other persons with yep. Okay.
Promoting social inclusion and equity in FUOYE.
In FUOYE. Yes, very nice topic as well. Any other persons? I think mechatronics students are here. Well, I'm not hearing from you what you want to develop. Or maybe we gave you social science SDGs. But you must be able to function in all SDGs. I'm waiting.
Ignorance and illiteracy, like in Nigeria.
Ignorance and what?
Illiteracy in Nigeria generally.
Ignorance and
illiteracy.
Okay, that's your problem. Okay, any other topic, please? I expect mechatronics is supposed to sit together and go to SDG number 9. SDG 9. I think you should be able to.
Education on sexual and reproductive health.
What do you say?
Education on sexual and reproductive health.
Okay.
For our
yes. It's okay that way. Now you know the next task. All of you already have topics. I believe you already have topics. Then you need to find how many solutions each. 10 solutions each to that problem. Continue, please. I'm waiting. Find 10 solutions each to that your problem. Solution 10, making 50 on a row. No. We have proceeded. Do you get it now? Now, all of you already have a problem. Find 10 solutions each. I want 50 solutions on a bench. 50 solutions. When you are done, let us know. If you already gotten 20 solutions, let me know so that we can call you. If you have 20 solutions, but that solution must be tending towards a product or a service that you want to render. How many of you have 10 solutions? 10 in all. 10 in all. Hey, my God. So you can't find one solution. What is this that you want to do to combat? And that is why brainstorming, Scamper is very, very nice. It's what the tools that are used. Let me quickly give you an insight on how you can generate solutions. Let me quickly. Please, I want you to listen attentively before you go into that. Please. There is what is known as solution ideation. Please, I want you to go to that slide. Again, please go down. Is that what we have? Okay. Solution ideation, that's where we are now. And in solution, please listen. In solution ideation, you generate 100 ideas for solving your choosing what? Problems. Now you use tools. The tools that you can use, they call it mind mapping. Number one, you can use Camper technique, and then you can use the design thinking brainstorming. And then if you go to the next page, I want you to go to the next slide, please. I discuss what I mean by mind mapping. Mind mapping is a visual note-taking and brainstorming technique that helps organize information. Hierarchically. You get it now? By connecting a central theme to what? To related subtopics. So, you have so many what? Problems. You should be able to do what? To brainstorm and organize them in order for you to be able to choose one of the best solutions to that your problem. So how do you create a mind map? You start with a central idea, write down the main topic in the center of the page. You write down the main what? Topic in the center of the page. Have you done that? Have you done that? You write down the main topic in the center of the page. Then you start to brainstorm. Think of related ideas and subtopics that branch out from the central idea. That's number one. Number two, you connect those ideas. You add details, and then you use visuals. So, you can use color, you can use images and other visual elements to make the map more engaging and what? And memorable. Maybe we should use this one today. But there are also techniques such as Camper technique and what? Brainstorming what? Technique. Please, I await what you are doing. Let's use mind mapping. You write the main topic at the center page, and the solutions, you write it random. Then you are going to be looking at, the way you did for problems in order to identify one, you also did the same for your solution. But how many of you have been able to generate 10 solutions to that problem? Again, how many of you have gotten 10 solutions to your problem on the row, per group, please? Not individually now. 10 solutions to a problem. How many of you have 5? How many of you have 5? Hey, my God. Okay, they have 5. Please come and give them. Mr. Imam, come and give them. They already have 5 solutions. So tell us your problem and 5 solutions. Listen attentively.
My problem is ignorance and illiteracy.
Okay.
And the service we want to offer through that is education.
Education.
So we have 7 solutions here. And one of them is like free and compulsory education. Free and compulsory education.
Yes.
To all Nigerian students.
Okay.
Then from there, we have the way we can achieve that is through maybe government intervention.
Okay.
Or probably international support. Then we also have provision of scholarships and incentives, maybe by government or from NGOs.
Are you getting solution? Okay.
Or maybe from NGOs.
Yeah.
Then provision of adult literacy programs that is going to help adults.
Yeah, okay.
And we have improved infrastructure in the educational sector, like maybe provision of tools for education, books, library.
Very nice. Very nice ideation. Next, please, if you have 5 solutions, one more. We have 5 solutions. So if you already have 5, you have 10, please start to narrow it down to 1. And that one must have a product or a service you want to render. It must, align with the SDGs, which I've told you. It must solve societal problem. And what I mean by societal problem, it can be Oye community, it can be FUOYE, it can be Ekiti State, it can be Nigeria or data. So please, I want one solution out of all those solutions that you think is,
Okay, my topic is the effect of pollution on human health.
Okay, listen.
So I have 10 solutions here. The first one, I said, use air purifier, then wear protective masks, use clean energy, improve waste management, promote sustainable transportation, use eco-friendly products. Then, I have implement pollution reducing technology like reducing emission. So I have create green spaces like planting of trees to absorb energy, then educate and raise awareness about proper disposable and develop policies.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, give her as well because they have been following us. No, give the lady. She has been doing wonderfully well, responding to.
Okay. I and my team members were able to give a particular topic to the problem. So that is improvements in school health sector.
Okay.
So one of the solution we are offering is number one, organizing training programs.
Training program
for their workforce.
Okay.
Number two, we have increments of workforce.
Yeah,
They are
increment
limited
of
workforce.
yeah.
And the third one, we have stipulated professional treatment procedure that is going through tests before treatment. So because, okay, an example is some students might come now and they are saying they have malaria just because they feel they're having malaria and it might not be malaria. So there's a need for them to go through a particular test before they can attend to them, before they can give them the treatment.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that is all for now. Then now, you already have one problem and then one solution. So now what you need to do now is that I want you to draft a topic that is going to show your problem and then your solution. So I await that. If you are done, we will call you and then you just tell us the topic, please. So I'm waiting just 1 minute, please. Let me see what is next. Okay, I know where we are now. Are you done? Do you have a problem and your solution? Or possible, please mention your product or your service you tend to offer in your topic. That is very, very important. Okay, you are done. Okay, please give it to him. Let's see the topic.
So the topic is education on sexual and reproductive health.
What do you say?
Education on sexual and reproductive health.
That is your topic.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So the problem is that.
So just give us the topic.
Okay, and the solution.
Yeah, just link them and form a topic. Yes, link them together.
Okay.
You have not done that. Please collect the mic. You link your problem and your topic to draft a very nice topic. And let's, Oh, yeah.
Okay, we were given SDG 7, which is affordable and
what is your topic?
The topic now is unavailability of power supply. Unavailability of.
That one cannot be a topic because what's your product? There should be a product there. A product or a service you want to render.
Now, the service we are rendering is the installation of solar.
I will have said
the name of our product is Baobab Plus. So,
okay. Any other topic, please? Somebody there? Are you the only one? You are the only one brainstorming. Okay, he said he wants to say. Please give it to him first because I saw him first. Please.
The problem is the problem of agriculture. And
what's your topic?
Introducing agriculture without soil.
Introducing
agriculture without
soil.
Yes.
That's okay. Okay. The last question now. Yes, is ideation. Okay, give them and that is all. Give them and that is all.
The topic, right?
Okay.
My topic is achieving universal access to improved water quality.
Yeah, I like that topic. Again?
Achieving universal access to improved water quality.
But can you mention a product there? Don't worry, we still mention product. Please, I want us to go to another slide. Next slide, ma'am. No, to the next one here. Yeah, that one. Let's see whether it's the one. No, here, this one. Now, please and please, are you all online here? Are you all online? So what I want you to do now is that you should log on or take your phone and type www.nameleaks.com. Name, I think it's displayed. Can you see? Because my eyes is already gone. No, it's not here. Name leaks. Is it there? Okay, name LIX. I want you to log on and let me see. There are so many now. Once you have, let me explain to you. Once you already have the problem, you have the solution. Then what you need to do is that because there are a lot of people that have what you have, you should be able to generate your brand name or your business name. And I'm telling you, I'm teaching you, training you how to get your what? Your brand name for that, your what? For that challenge that you want to solve. Are you there? If you are there, please let me know. If you are there, there is a place you should see a place in which you will write your title, and then possibly there will be a place in which you can describe the objective and then keywords, and then you submit. Then you should be able to have a brand name. You should be able to you should be able to have a brand name for your project. If you have done that, let me know, and you can tell me. So you have a lot of brand names, then you can choose which one you discuss among yourself and choose the best, or the one you think is going to catch, the government or your stakeholder will be interested. You catch their attention. Yes, put the keyword. The keyword means you should build the keyword relating to your project. Like some people say they want to eradicate malaria. So some of the keyword will be eradicate, malaria, hospital, clinic, all those things. So those are your keywords. So let's submit it. If you are there, if you have submitted it, let me see the name of that is relating to your project, to your solution you want to offer for FUOYE, to the solution you want to offer Ekiti State. When you are done, let me see your hands up. Hey, you see that I'm very sharp because I expect you to have gotten results. How many of you are there already? The network. Oh yes, I get it now. Please, are you there? Name lists. There are so many apps that you can use. Okay, how many of you are there? You are there. Okay, tell us some of those names, brand names suggested by the app. I want to see you. No. I want to see. I want you to use the app and let me see. You must generate a brand name, a business name. Well, what's wrong? Okay, let me just mention your topic and tell us some of those things. Please listen to her. Some of the brand name that is being suggested to her.
Our topic is creation of monitoring system towards sustainable employability.
You have not finished.
Oh.
So you have not finished. You still need to write. Okay. You need to generate. You have not generated. So please, you click until you generate your brand name. You continue to click next. So please, I will give you 2 minutes because this is very, very important. Because if you don't have brand name, you won't be able to market yourself. You need to be able to sell yourself to the government. What do you say?
Talent traits.
Please stand up and explain to us your topic and tell us what are the suggested brand names.
Okay, our topic is creation of monitoring system towards sustainable employability.
Listen.
And that is a behavioral approach to monitor attitude at work and productivity.
Now.
So it's brought some name.
Okay, mention some of that name and let's see.
Talent free.
Yeah, okay.
Virtual welfare.
Okay.
Emplosphere.
Okay. Just continue.
Liquid work.
Okay.
Evaluate. Do well.
Okay.
Good work.
Okay.
We care.
Yeah.
Umbrite.
What you now do is that in your topic now, you substitute that your brand name in your topic. Substitute that brand name in your topic. How many of you have brand name yet? How many of you have the brand name? You have brand name? Hey, my God. Yeah. It's like how many of you have brand name? She says she has. Give it to her. Tell us your topic and give us your brand name. We have 5 minutes left in this workshop. 5 minutes left.
Okay, so
okay, your topic.
My topic is the implementation of a robotic radar system to combat the increasing rate of drug abuse on campus.
Wow, what is now the suggested brand name that you got?
Sonalytics, electronics, sensoric, Simtrix, WaveTech, Detect.
Which is very nice. So when you look at it, look at the one that is so fine, that stakeholders we want. Then you substitute it in your topic, and then you can now have a nice topic. I will still come back to you, so you now read that topic for us. One last group. Just give anybody. One last group. Give it to the mechatronics. I expect them to come here and tell us. Okay, give me a 5. Yes. You see, when I get your topic, that's perfect. That's what I was looking for. Okay, yeah. Please, your topic.
Yeah, our topic is bringing a balance to knowledge and skill acquisition to reduce unemployment rates.
Okay, what are your...
We just derive it our own.
No. You don't derive your own. Hello? Please give it to her. let us substitute in that name. So, and let her read it for us. You see that it will look nice if you are able to substitute it very well. So, yeah, give us please listen to our topic.
Okay, so my topic is the implementation of a robotic radar system named Sensory.
You don't need name. You need to cancel all those robots something. You write that name. Again.
Okay, my topic is the implementation of Sensory.
Yeah.
It is a robotic radar system.
No, you have to complete it. No, it's again, let me see. Where are you? Implementation of sensoric. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
What? Where is it? No. You have not determined, you try to link it up with what it should do for this, and that. Do you get it now? Yes, you have to please do that again. You have. Okay, still give it to her. Oh, yeah?
Okay, so
you have to get it.
The problem that it solves is the
No. Implementation of sensoric for the complete sentence.
Okay, so my topic is the implementation of Sensory for the problem of strengthening the prevention of substance abuse in campus.
Perfect. Please call for her. How many other persons I want to? No, you don't determine your own by yourself. Okay, give it to her. So do it. You let us know your topic, the suggested name, and then form that word. I mean, the topic with it.
Okay, so the topic is bringing a balance to knowledge and skill acquisition to reduce unemployment rate.
Okay.
So our names, the name generated is Lenovation, Brand Skills.
Okay.
Enzorium, Skillery.
Yeah.
Lylen. So I think Lenovation is okay.
Okay. Now form that sentence. Form that topic. Let me hear.
Okay. Lenovation, and the tagline will be bringing a balance to knowledge and skill acquisition.
Hello. Again. Mention that's your brand name in your topic.
Yes.
Yeah. Again.
Lenovation.
Yeah.
Then our tagline is bringing a balance to knowledge and skill acquisition.
Perfect. The last group, yes. Because you have been following. Okay, after her, then we are done. Then we can move forward.
Our brand name is Edu Health.
Edu what?
Edu Health.
Perfect.
Okay. So
just from that topic. I want to hear the topic.
Edu Health. That is implementation of Edu Health into improvement of school health sector.
You don't mention your product. You have not said it the way it should be. The use of this for this. It should be something like that. Or the application of Edu Health for the. Do you get it now? For what?
Improvement of.
Yes. Say it and say it all over again.
Implementation of Edu Health.
Yes.
Into improvement of school health sector.
Perfect. The last group there. You see, so when you have those brand names, you don't deviate from it. And that is what the employer, the stakeholders, that's what they'll be watching out for. Are you getting that? And whatever you are doing, you tailor it towards that your brand name or your.
Okay, my brand name is Synergy.
What?
Synergy.
Okay.
So promoting social inclusion and equity in FUOYE. Emphasizing the importance of unity and collective action in fostering creative and education.
What is your topic? What is your brand name?
This is my topic here.
Okay, where is the brand name? Where did you see that?
Synergy from where you asked us.
Synergy. Yes. Okay, Synergy.
Yeah.
So now substitute this in your topic and let's see how it's going to make a very nice topic. The best topic I've seen or I've had is from the lady there. Very perfect. Do you get that? Please, I want to give it to her. Let her read the topic again, then we can commence. And I think we only have one more slide, then we can go for a break. Okay, please read that topic once again.
So my topic is the implementation of Sensoric.
Yes. Okay.
For the problem of strengthening the prevention of substance abuse.
Write it down. You did not write it down at that time. You are still racking your brain. You need to write it down again.
So my topic is the implementation of Sensoric.
Yeah.
Which combats the problem strengthening of.
It's okay. It's okay. But how many of you understood what I've been trying to pass across? Yeah. Now the last slide. After you have your brand name, your business name, then you need to develop what I will call the value proposition statement. What did I call it? Value proposition statement. And then how will you do that? Is by using the more templates. Now you need to know your target consumers. You need to know it is for who. So sensory is for who? Maybe it's for the clinic or it is for the government. Are you getting it? And then what main problem is it actually what? Solving. Hello, for what? For number one, for who? Number two, who? What is the main problem that is actually solving? Number three, you need to be able to say what your product and service can do. You describe it and say, okay, oh, your product or that's your product is going to do this and this. Are you getting that? Number four, you need to also state the benefits. What does it provide? Are you getting that? What does it provide? And then in everything you are doing, you have competitors. You should be able to refer to your competitors what they are unable to do what? To do. Are you getting that? And then you will be able to state a primary differentiation between your products and that of a competitor and why and how your product will what? Will stand out. How many of you can write a perfect proposition statement among you all? But because of our time, I won't want to bother you about a value proposition statement. I've been able to take you through how innovation could be what? Could be championed, how we ideate at our innovation hub. So we are going to add you to a group in which I hope that your project, we can take it further from here. And then the very last slide, which I will say is that it is after you have done all this, that you can now begin to think of a sketch. Are you getting that? You can now begin to think of a sketch. Please go to the last slide. Is that the last slide? You can now begin to think of a sketch, a prototype. That's when after you now begin to test it with what? Real users, you can now plan to scale up and then commercialize. After you have commercialized, you talk about, comparing the outcome with your what? Success metrics. Collect both quantitative and qualitative data. Communicate results to stakeholders and consider sustainability and long-term effect. But before I go, I want you to talk to you about FUOYE Innovation Hub. You can see the hub right there that has the blue roof. We are just starting, though many of you may not know. The mission of our hub is to foster what? Creativity and build a community of young investors or innovators who will show cutting edge and innovative works. We want to bring in we are bringing in staff and students who will be able to come together. We will ideate, and from FUOYE we begin to have products. We begin to have services that we can offer to Nigeria, to even overseas or abroad. So our motto is what? Inspiring future innovators. I won't stop without mentioning the visionary behind the innovation hall, and that is our Vice Chancellor, Professor Abayomi S. Fashina. And in conclusion, Vision Ignite. Lastly, I also want to thank the management team, ably led by the acting Vice Chancellor of our great institution, Professor Olubunmi Shitu, for approving this innovation and entrepreneurship week. Because without that, we won't be able to hold this workshop. Also, the DVC spree, that is Professor J.O. Ogunwole, was the one running around to ensure that we are able to hold this event. So in conclusion, vision ignites action. Teams build momentum. Research will always reveal the truth. Innovation creates what? Value. And together, they create a better world for us to live. Thank you very much. I still remain Professor Olusola Ayanda. Thank you.